Because both of these brothers, what they did to bring down the wrath of white supremacy on them is they went worldwide.
Yes, they did.
They went worldwide. We got just a little rundown. Some say east side, some say west side, but God knows the best side. And it's struggling for the worldwide.
Come on now.
Ooh,
Come on now. Come on. I hear you, Axe.
And the most important thing about us understanding that we must make a worldwide commitment is that when you make a worldwide commitment, you must have a world view.
That's right.
We've got to have a world view.
Yes, sir.
So when Brother Cofield, you spoke of the Nguza Saba and coming on our own by using Kiswahili, it demonstrates our worldview. And the most important thing we want our listening audience to know today is that we have a jubilee. Today represents a jubilee. We have a jubilee. 50 years you get a jubilee.
That's right.
Now we're not going to get into the total mathematics, but if you want to understand it, go to Deuteronomy 15:1. Every 7 years God gives a Lord's release. It's like you play baseball. I know, Brother Paul, you're a baseball aficionado.
Please, I
Yes,
am.
he is. Yes,
I'm
he
a
is.
sports. I'm a sportsaholic. I used to play baseball.
you-
People don't know. I was on a baseball team.
Do you
started
do you know what this means? When they do
I
that,
say you safe.
safe.
You know, I know what that means.
We need debt release.
Mm-hmm.
And every 50 years we get a debt release. What Brother Cofield we're talking about is that we living in 7 cycles of 7. 0 to 7, our babies are to be protected, respected, and never neglected.
Come on now.
7 to 14, they are to study. 14 to 21, they got to put in Ujima. 21 to 28, they become managerial. 28 to 35.
Some collective work.
35 to 42, sisters and brothers, when you get 40 years old, you doing what you doing.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can play with your mind, but you are doing what you're doing, and you ought to start trying to do it best.
Come on now.
But when you get 49, you are getting ready to go into a chronological jubilee. But for those of us sitting here and others, when we know what we were on April 4th, 1968, we represent eldership. And Paul, I'd like to challenge you to answer this question. Can we not come together and make a commitment that 10 years from now, when the Keep a Line go 50, that you and I and Brother Cofield, that we will be sitting right here?
Oh, I love that commitment. I certainly love it. I mean, we'll be here 10 more years.
Come on now.
And won't that be a blessing? And Brother Cofield and the Keep a Line family, there's no doubt in my mind that it will still be here 10 years to go.
That's right.
And so we'd be honored to be here. We thank TV 33, Brother UX Marks the Spot, and the X Marks the Spot family, your lovely wife. Got to thank her too. And it's because of you that we're here today. And Brother Cofield and I got together and said, if Brother Lawrence X is calling us to come, and he's making a way that we can come, we on our way.
That's right.
And I really applaud Brother Cofield, who was in the midst of getting his anniversary
God
stuff
bless
in
you, bro.
place.
Thank
But
you.
he said,
Amen.
listen, if Brother X is calling and want us to be there, it's Brother Paul, you pick me up, and we'll be there. And
right.
so we made that, he made that commitment, and we're honored to be here. And we thank you so much. And we thoroughly thank your lovely wife. I'll keep mentioning her name because I know she had a little challenge, but she's doing fine. She looks so good. I thought I was in the wrong place. She was looking so good up in here. Considering what she had gone through, and so we're honored to have it.
Paul, you keep talking about Brother Cofield.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Does the Kappa come out in this brother
You know it.
every day?
K.A. side to the day I
I
die.
understand. It's all Greek to me. That's all right.
Does the Kappa come out in this brother?
K.A.
every day?
side to the
Yes,
day I
it does.
die.
You can tell a Kappa.
All right. All right. Ain't no
Kappa
shame.
here, Kappa there, Kappa everywhere.
Don't start now, Axe. 'Cause
Don't
see,
start now. I
But
won't be
we just
now.
want to say this. We don't really delve into mathematics, but let's look at it like this. There are 168 hours in a week. That's 24 times 7.
Yes, sir.
168 hours in a week. If you do a simple math, that's over 600 hours in a month.
Mm-hmm.
If we, as Elder Cofield, open it up the door to 7701 Harper, if we could get people to give 9 hours a week, 9 hours a month, that's only 108 hours a year. 1,000 people following that formula, we would have 108,000 people hours a year. And the key to that formula is that we believe it will ensure the sustainability of the Kibalan village to get to that jubilee of 50 years. And for us, we just wanted to demonstrate this. Particularly, we were talking about the sisters. In 1972, believe it or not, the first elected African-American woman was put on the Detroit City Council.
Starman.
Honorable Queen Mother Irma Henderson.
That's right.
Yes,
The
yes.
50th anniversary of that will be in 2022.
That's right.
Mhm.
There's a mayoral election in 2021. We have all the capacity we need to ensure that the first African American woman could be mayor when we get into that jubilee of Queen Mother Irma Henderson.
Come on now.
We are at 45 years with ALD. It is so imperative that we come together in unity through faith, because in the year 2023, Brother Paul, we get two jubilees, 50 years. The 50th anniversary of Detroit's ALD tradition,
Mhm.
and as Elder Cofield, we were talking about the Black Power movement that we were all a part of in the late 60s. In 2023, we will have proven not only the theoretical correctness of Black Power, but also the 50th anniversary of the election of the Honorable Coleman Alexander Young the First.
Mhm.
That's Jubilee. Elder Cofield, when we get to 2023,
Yes, sir.
we only got 5 years to get to the promised land of 50 years of the sustainability of the Kibalan village.
That's right.
We're moving towards that. So we have so many jubilees coming up, so many 50 years. We believe, and the main reason why we put this program together today is because we want our people to know we have a jubilee, but the effectiveness of our jubilee, debt relief, safe, cancellation. You want concrete programs? How about let's have debt relief on student loans? How about the people that's been doing like Chameleon, driving dirty? What after 7 years you can go down to 36th District Court and say, I'm safe. Y'all didn't catch me. Give me some debt relief. Hello?
That's right.
We can have this because our Jubilee, but the effectiveness of our Jubilee is dependent upon our usage of the principles of unity through faith. And that's what we're getting, because Paul, as you kept bringing in St. Malcolm X, you kept bringing his name in, that's because it's interconnected. The Eurocentric thought tries to individualize everything about us. They want us to believe that Dr. Martin Luther King, all by himself, got in Montgomery, Alabama, gave one speech, and the white folks said, oh yeah, we're going to give y'all desegregation of the bus system. He gave one speech in Washington, D.C. They didn't even deal with the fact there was 250,000 people there. It's the I Have a Dream speech. He gave one speech. LBJ said, oh, y'all get voting rights, y'all get civil rights. They want us to think that our whole movement is about the individualism of one individual, and that is true. Every advancement we make, for every Paul Taylor, for every Marvis Cofield, Minister Malik Shabazz, Beverly Kendall Walker, leadership rides upon the masses like a ship do on the ocean.
Come on now.
Mhm.
So that's what we need. All we need is for eldership to come together. And when we demonstrate 9 hours a month, if we have 1,000 people over this weekend, and we want to, one of the problems we have, we don't give credit what credit's due. We want to say something, and we have to give credit to Queen Mother Joanne Watson.
No question.
You know, she always says, all roads lead to.
Oh yes, she does.
Have to give her credit. And
Yes.
my.
You know,
Come on now.
she's involved with us at the Kibalan Village.
No question.
She's part of our Midman Alumni Group, and we're not limited to men. She's one of the sisters that's a faithful supporter, and she loves the Kibalan and loves Brother Cofield, and she will be there. You can put your mind on it. You know she's gonna be there. She's already made a commitment.
Brother Cofield.
Yes, sir.
You know, there are people, they don't like the redundancy factor.
Yes, sir.
But you broke the whole weekend down
Yes, sir.
One more time. Give us the whole, because it was so much. I mean, you was moving 40 here, 100
I know,
there.
I understand.
I mean, Ron,
I got
Ray
you.
O'Shea.
I
I
got
mean, you
you.
got to give it to us one more time.
I-
But we would just want to say all roads lead to the Kibalon Village starting tomorrow. Yay, Bo?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes.
Thursday, April the 5th.
Give it to us. Hey, bro, we can just sit back. Hey, Paul, sit back.
Sit back and
we
let
got
him
5 more minutes and let Cofield be Cofield. Hey, Cofield, give it to us. And
Yes,
if
sir. Yes,
people
sir.
say you shouldn't have kept running it. No, this is grind time.
That's right. But before I go further, I'd be
Take your
remiss.
time,
I
bro.
got to say, man, got to give honor, as I said, to my, to God and to my ancestors, to my mother and my father. But for sure, happy life, happy wife. My wife, Gail, and my family, my children, my grandchildren, all of them. It takes a village
Yes, sir.
each day, every day, all day. Anyone who know Mama Gail, they know without Mama Gail, it'd be a lot of hell. And I'll say that. And I'm gonna say that. I got to say it. If I'm wrong, send me home. Don't give me the mic if I can't beat me. But I'm gonna say it again. I want to thank my wife
You
and
know you're right.
and
And
the
she's a
sisters,
soldier.
the brothers, all of them. So it ain't just me. I want that. I'm not just saying that because it sounds good. It's a we. But when you ask me, how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? So we're gonna take that Thursday bite. 5 to 7, 7701 Harper. It's a community, open the door, open community open house. We want anyone and everyone who don't know about the village to come out, those who made the village come out, those who are in the village, we want to make sure you're there. And we're talking about hundreds of people who've been calling, the phone lines have been off the hook. We're saying tomorrow, Thursday, from 5 to 7, we want you to be there. We're going to have heaven right here on earth, brother. And I say, I got to say this, I look out there and I see Sister Maxine Willis and
All
Brother
right.
Marvin Willis, all of them, and HPR, this TV and radio station, they've made it keep a line. For the last 20 years, we've done commercials, we've done TV shows, and we stand on the backs of Brother Watkins and the family and Brother Tyler. All of them have been a part and are the villagers. So I say again, we're saying Thursday from 5 to 7, we want you to come out. We're going to have free food. Now, this will probably be one of the only times I'm giving something away free, but we're going to get a donation. You know me too. But with that being said, that's going to be 5 to 7. Then Friday, from 8 to 1, we're going to have some fun. It's going to be at the Northwest Activities Center. Brother Ron Lockett over there on Myers, near Curtis. We're going to throw down. We're going to see who can do, they call it the electric slide. They call it the hustle, but we're going to party. Hey, I'm telling you, if you ain't been to a Kibalon party, you ain't party. So that's from 8 to 1. We got the ballroom, no walls, and whatever. If you can't learn, we can show you how to just watch, and we're going to teach you. But the bottom line, that's going to be from 8 to 1. That ticket is only $40. Once again, $40 representing the 40th anniversary.
40
That's from
years.
8 to 1. 40 years and a lot of tears, but we're going to have a lot of cheers tomorrow night. We want you to come out and party with Ray O'Shea and everybody else, and we're going to do it all day. So we need you to come out. That's Friday. Then Saturday, you're talking about watching some of the greatest competitors from all over the world. And I got to say it again. It says a poor dog don't wag his own tail. The Kibalon Warriors will be in the house. And we're challenging anyone and everyone to come out and see a great fight. The fighting is part of the martial arts, but we are here to celebrate. So we got people from all over the country, all over the world who will be coming here to be a part of our celebration as we fight for our liberation. That ticket is only $10 as a spectator. If you want to compete, if you think you a kung fu kid, come on down, pay your $40. That's going to be at the Northwest Activity Center. 8 o'clock, the doors open, and we're going to be there until 4. 4 o'clock is when the team competition. We got about 15 to 30 different teams from around the country who coming to dethrone the village and anyone else who gets in their way. So come on out. That's going to be Saturday. Then Sunday. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Saturday night, from 6 to 9, we got a youth celebration for all the young folks who didn't get a chance to party that night Friday because we have to separate age and grade. We're going to have dancing, we're going to have games, we're going to have activities from 6 to 9, and all of the parents or grandparents who have grandchildren and children, they can come and celebrate at the village from 6 to 9. And once again, that's 6 to 9 Saturday at 7701 Harper. Now, Sunday morning from 11 to 1, come and celebrate spiritually with us over at Impact. We're going to make an impact. And the sermon is Check this out, 40 years, out of the wilderness to the promised land. We want you to come out and hear it because we lived it. Some folks talk it, but we walk it. That's going to be taught and preached by Pastor Keenan Knox.
That's at the Impact
That's
Church,
at the
right?
Impact Church on Amdale and Dickerson. Come
All
on
right.
out from 11 to 1. Then catch your breath. Catch your breath from 3 to 5, and that's no jive. We're going to have buffet. We're going to have some foods for your mind as well as for your body. That's from 3 to 5. Then we're going to go from 7 to 9. If you think you can hang, we're going to have our African dancers and drummers. We're going to have the Akiba-Do martial arts demonstration team. Then we're going to have the Akiba-Lan alumni. These are some of the mothers and grandmothers who are mothers and grandmothers today, but 40 years ago, they were children that were in the martial arts. Now they have their grandchildren and children, but they want to show their appreciation for the village, so they're going to demonstrate. We got mothers and grandmothers who are going to be out there, and grandfathers and barbers and mamas who are going to show their love for the village, and they're going to demonstrate in terms of their Keep-A-Line way. And then we're going to end the show with a miracle, because it takes a miracle. Y'all don't know nothing about the Detroit miracles,
Take
but
the
anyway, the miracles will be there, featuring Mark Scott. Mark Scott is a brother whom I've known for the last 15 years. He gave his time, his treasure, and talent. He transformed a building, a room, and made it a multi-purpose room, but specifically a multimedia, where we have the state-of-the-art equipment, thanks to Mark Scott. And so I say again, he's going to end that night by coming and talk about second that emotion. So, and if you don't know the miracle, you better come and see it. And once again, that ticket's only $40 to see the miracles, to get a miracle. But guess what? If you pay $100, you get to do all that Friday, that Saturday, and that Sunday for $100. And if you got $99, guess what? I'm going to give you that extra dollar. Because I don't want anybody to say that they didn't get a chance to come and be a part of our 40th anniversary. But I say again, we need you, we love you, each one teach one, each one reach one, but we need your time, your talent, and we got to have that treasure, because what? Freedom ain't free.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. We want to encourage call in. What's our call in number? 868-4336.
Correct.
Okay. Now, have we been running intermittently to Get Well Henry Tyler?
Yeah, happy birthday anytime.
Okay, that's April 24th. We want to say our Vice President, Program Director, get well, bruh.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no question.
Brother Henry.
That's another one of our heroes. He
Yes.
worked over at the village, gave his time, his talent, and treasure.
So, Brother Paul,
Yes, sir.
we were talking to Minister Malik about ALD. One thing that we want to let everyone know that from today and this weekend,
Well, you know, it's ironic you mentioned ALD, because this is a very special ALD, and we're going to be blessed to have a speaker coming in, and there'll be edutainment, we'll call it, drumming, dancing, and so on. But we're celebrating the life and legacy of 3 prominent people, and I pray that I can remember their names right now since I put myself in here. But I know 100 years ago, it's been 100 years, the life of our brother Coleman Young.
No question.
Coleman Young, if he lived today, he'd be 100 years old. And we want to pay homage to him at African Liberation Day and show our love and respect for who he is, who he has been, who he will always be, because his spirit lives eternally. And then we also know that the gentleman who created the museum, Brother Charles Wright, he too will be honored at African Liberation Day this year, because he too is his 100th year that he would have been. And so we're going to acknowledge him as well. And then that last brother, Cole, can anybody help me? I know he was a freedom fighter who gave of himself, and if somebody even give me the beginning of his name, and I put myself in here, but there's another brother who's a historian noted that we're honoring as well, and I know his name, but I can't just repeat it this moment. But again, if you need and want more information, you can certainly contact us. We'll be happy to answer any questions you have. You can come over and call us at 313-921-1616 or 313-477-1146.
Ralph Bunch, you talking about him?
Ralph Bunch, there it is. I know somebody would call it out. Brother Ralph Bunch.
All right.
We're acknowledging him as well, because he too is being honored in support of this year's African Liberation Day. And so again, if you're interested in that, that's going to be the weekend of May 27th, 28th, the last weekend in the month of May. The admission is certainly always free, and we'll be happy to have you. We're calling all brothers and all sisters, because we are an African people. We're African and we know it. We ain't ashamed to show it. We black and proud. We can say it loud. And so we're asking people to put that on your calendar and come out and celebrate. And that's certainly something that Akiba Line Village has been instrumental in, the celebration, because if it ain't about the babies, what he say? What is it really all about? So the children from Akiba Line Village will be on program, will be performing as they've done year after year, and so we're inviting the family to come out. So I know there's a lot to remember. There's a lot of things going on, but we ask you again, start off by celebrating again our open house on Thursday. This Thursday, that's tomorrow, y'all.
Yes, it is.
We're right at the Akiba Line Village. It's just no admission charges. You can come in absolutely free. Come in and enjoy as we celebrate, again, the history, the legacy, and what is certainly the future of, again, our Akiba Line Village under the brother, the leader, the CEO, Brother Marvis Cofield.
It is clear that we have a jubilee. If there's one thing we want all of us to understand, we have a jubilee. And when we went to put this program together today, Brother Paul Taylor, Elder Paul Taylor, reminded us of the 40th anniversary of Akiba Line Village. And for us to be truthful, we had to turn this program over today to the village, because it is so important that we deal with our future, and that's our children. And those of us who are elders, we have an opportunity, we have a right and a responsibility to ensure the sustainability of Akiba Line Village.
You have a phone call. All right.
All right.
Well, there's no question about that.
Are you? I mean, you just gonna tell us? You gonna tease us, or you gonna bring it up?
I'm going to bring it up.
Hey, bro, I gotta hug you because we don't really know each other. So
More criticism.
bring it on up, bro. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is Sister Akila,
All right.
Uh-huh.
and I just want to say how good it looks to see 3 strong black men sitting up here.
All right. All
Well,
right.
we thank you for the compliment.
For sure. For sure.
Now, of course, I'm with one every day, but I just want to let you brothers know how good you look
Well, we thank
and
you.
what it does for the soul.
Now, Sister Akila, you know the routine. You called in, right?
That's right.
That means you're going to be at Akiba Line tomorrow from 5 to 7.
I'm going to be there with the minister at the Northwest Activity Center.
All right. All right.
Oh, you going to be there Friday night, huh?
Yes. Yes, we did. Oh, the minister said we decided to come.
All right.
Uh-huh.
The king and the queen. That's always
The
good
king
to have
and the
you on.
queen.
Right. He said, but we're still going to do 2 tickets. I told him make it 2.5 tickets.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Now, can you keep up with Elder Paul Taylor? Can you
Oh,
That-
help me somebody.
can you hustle with your brother? Cause you know Paul always start off with my eyes don't cry. Now,
Oh, well, you know, we're only 39 years of age.
Well, that's me, babe. 39 and older.
So I'm sure I'll be able to keep up with Paul.
Uh-huh.
On my crutches.
All right.
With my walker.
Uh-huh.
No, but
We're honored to have you and so gracious that you called in, and we
No
thank
question.
you for it.
No
And
question.
you and the minister both, so that's a beautiful thing.
so
Oh, yeah.
so we got you on Friday night. But we can't get you on Thursday, but Friday night, right?
that's right.
That's
we will
great.
be there.
Well, Sister Keela, I say again, you know, you and I, we go back, and you're one of my teachers. I have no hesitation. Been many times that we needed some paperwork done, needed some stuff looked at 4 or 5 times. You talk about an excellent writer, and proposal writer, and administrator. Say, I believe giving people their flowers while they can smell them. And I want to thank you because you are part of the village and have always been. And I'll say again, my hat's off to you. That's why I don't have it on today.
Yes, well, I
Sister
love
Kayla.
you, brothers. And Coastal, that's one of the reasons I wanted to call in is because of the longevity. You know, it's been 40 years, a long time, Those were great years. We still are living in great years, but the times, the communalism, the togetherness. I remember how hard we worked to get the Keeverland Center remodeled.
Oh yeah.
Oakville.
Oh yeah. It was some
I- you know,
Kazi for sure.
Yes, I remember those days. And your sister organization, Operation Dig Down,
That's right.
with Bernard Parker and the birth program and the homeless programs and all the programs that we worked at together as a community.
Yes, we did.
And to see you brothers, along with the minister and others, still here, still doing it, still working it. I was just telling my grandson the other day, you know, we're really not supposed to be out here working on all this murder, rape, and robberies like we are. We're really supposed to be out here recruiting these young folks so they don't get to that point. And that's what makes the Keeverland Village so important, because you are still able and have the capacity and mechanism to recruit these young boys and girls so that we don't have to do what we're doing on the back end.
That's right.
You know, it's no fun. It doesn't make us feel good when we're out here looking for someone who looks like us because they're doing horrific things to us in the community. That doesn't make us feel good. That's not a good thing.
Sister Keela,
Yes.
did not to cut you off, but did we get resolution on the situation at the watering station?
Did we ever get resolution about that murder at the water station? The minister said yes, we did.
All right, thank you. Congratulations on the good work.
Right on.
Yes, but I want to put it back on the positive.
That's right.
To encourage everyone to come out and support a group and brothers, particularly brothers. I'm not dismissing the sisters because I'm a sister. I want to be a sister in my next lifetime too. But when we see our brothers standing up, then this is the time to support our brothers, because there's too much bashing and we got enough negativity. But this is uplifting to the community, and this is what we need to respark that energy that the minister was talking about.
Sister Keela,
Yes.
Keela, the big dog is here. That's why everybody's moving around. And the big dog said we got to go to break in another minute.
We gotta take a
We got to take a break. The big.
hello.
Oh yeah, the big dog said. He said hello. He put a little dog like me to bark, but he said it. Hey, Sister Keela, we got to take this break. If you want to call back. But we got to take this break. You know, the house man is here. The man who's anointed and appointed.
I'm going to let you brothers go.
Thank
my
you.
sister.
All right,
I
God
just want to say
bless.
congratulations to you guys and great work. You know what I
Appreciate
mean?
you.
And
Thank you.
WHP TV 33, 107.3 Virgin Islands. We really thank you guys for being a part.
Oh, we thank
of our
you.
production here.
Hey, you know, RJ, I've been trying to get that cool voice like you for 25 years. But can he do it? Can he do it?
Can he do
Oh,
it?
please.
Can he do it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is RJ Walker. Hey,
Thanks again.
we got to go to break.
Great. All right.
And RJ,
Yes, sir.
your firstborn, the fruit don't fall far from the tree,
That's
bro.
right. Doing
We
a
love
great
that,
job.
Junior. Come on, we got to
What
break.
about the nephew? That was my nephew. He was getting ready to beat up.
I wasn't gonna beat up no, bro. I could, man, bro. I just said I got to give him a hug, man, because he been chiming in since we got here. But that's all right. We family, and we happy now because the big dog is here. We know everything is fine. We got that break coming up, Junior. You want to take it now?
You're watching W33BY, Detroit, Highland Park, Michigan.
X marks the spot special report 50th anniversary. Long live the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King. We're here with Elder Cofield, and he's just been pure, unadulterated Cofield. So Cofield,
Yes, sir.
one more time, just while we're waiting on Elder Paul, just give us a couple minutes of the history, the overview of the village, and then we got a special call in.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
if you just come on now and then just let us know, production team, when we're ready to go to that phone line.
All right. Well, Brother X, I'm excited, and as I said, not trying to hide it. You know, when we talk about institutional building, you know, we, for the past 40 years, have been looking and preparing our young people to take our places. You know, folks keep saying, well, the old folks, they need to get out of the way. We need to make sure it's time for us to lead. And I always tell people in terms of passing the torch on, you got to make sure you can light the match without burning yourself up and those who've been holding the torch.
Excuse me, Brother
Yes,
Cofield, keep going. Bring the phone call on up. This is a good one.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello, how are you?
You have a comment?
Yes. I'd like to thank Mr. Cofield for all the things he did for me and my children and my grandchildren that did not go to the village. And I'm
Okay.
wishing him a 40th anniversary.
Okay, can you give us your name?
Susie?
Did you catch that, Brother Cofield?
Yeah, is that Mama Susie?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Mama Susie, she definitely.
Oh, she was trying to get you to call her name.
Oh yeah, Mama Susie's been definitely. She's a grandparent, she's a mother, and her children have grown up at the village, and she's been a blessing to us. And I'm just grateful and thankful that she has given us opportunity to work with her grandbabies now. So Mama Susie is one of our teachers, leaders, and has been a supporter for the past 20 years. So
All right.
anytime a grandmother turned their grandbabies over to her, that means you must have been doing some good in the neighborhood. So thank you, Mama Susie, because you are a villager too.
All right, we got another caller? Not yet. We're looking for a special call. Is Mama Susie still with us?
Yes.
You got some other
Hello?
comment you want to make? Closing comment for us?
My closing comment is that I had 2 village children. It took the village to raise my children, and the same people are raising my grandchildren, and I love them for that. So come on out to our 40th anniversary.
All right. Well, thank you, Sister Young, and you. Hey, that Young goes with your name because you know what to do. Because you a ballroom queen too. But I got something for you come Friday. See you on the floor, and don't be slow.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mama Susan. But as I was saying, in terms of institutional building, for the past 40 years, we've been planting that seed, nurturing and developing. And I'm glad to say that most of our teachers, most of our staff, 65% of our staff are now children at one time who are now adults who were children, and those who came out of the village, who went on to school, college, vocation, certification, credentialed, and committed to giving back. So most of our staff now are the children who grew up out of the village. So when I look around, it gives me an opportunity to be here the day before our 40th anniversary week. I don't have to worry about it because Paul has said and it's been shown that we have each one teach one, each one reach one. We have young people, my son and my grandchildren, our nephews, our cousin, the community, Brother Mike Ober, his daughter, Brother Barton, all of these were young folks who started with us when they were 5 years old. Now they're 25 years old, 20 years later, and they're running the institution. Now, come on, tell me now. You better tell somebody. So I just want to let you know that over at the village, we ain't just talking it, we're walking it. So when I'm able to move and do what I need to do in other areas, I don't have to worry about who's running the village because we have taught them. Each one teach one, each one reach one. So I say again that we are ready. We are willing and able to help those who, even though may not think they need help, to help them. Because our young people have that energy. We have the intellect. You put energy and intellect together, watch out. Because we're on fire. And we're going to make sure that we touch all of our babies. We build our neighborhoods, one brick, one building, one block at a time.
Elder Paul, he
Yes, sir.
broke some news. He said he has a 65% retention rate from one generation to the next.
Well, you know, he made a point, and it is a point, because my daughter, for example, was
That's
a
right.
part of the family and will always be.
right.
She was working over the Kibalon Village, and she's still one of the persons who come out in support. So, he's done a remarkable job, and you know, if you're going to embed it or put it into our young people, then you certainly want to give them an opportunity to show what they know. And that's what Brother Cofield and the Kibalon Village family has done. So the young people that have learned and they've been there and they've been taught, they now know how to teach. And they do it on a regular basis. And I'm always marveled when I go to Kibalon Village to see them in action. We didn't know as better as Brother Cofield, because he can lead the young people there and they take care of business. I remember just the other day, they had a trip down to the Pistons game.
For sure.
And I was looking at the Pistons audience that he had of the young people, and I said, well, I didn't see none of the grown folks there.
Yes.
But the young adult folks was there with those babies.
Paul,
they
we got some breaking
And they
news.
was there.
We got to break in right quick. CNN do that every 10 minutes. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. So can we come up with the caller? It's special to you, Brother Cofield.
Yes, sir.
He's on with y'all, but he's not on with us. Man, we deducted. Everybody out there, y'all getting y'all paid deducted by 50 cents. Hey, come on, we just joke.
Are you there, caller? He's on.
Hello?
Talk to us.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, how y'all doing?
I'm doing great now. We hear your voice, brother. Who is this king? Who is this leader? Who is this king?
This is Marvin Willis.
Call the police.
Oh,
One of my
man.
heroes.
Oh.
One of the part of the M&M's. Come on now.
Oh, no wonder he's on. Brother Marvin Willis in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, definitely one of my heroes. I stand on his shoulders.
Yeah, long
You
time.
talk about multimedia, you talk about technology, you talk about floating on, watch out.
All of
somebody.
that. All of that. All of that.
Wait a minute, we got some
You're talking about
breaking
a skill set. The brother's skilled and knows what he's doing. That's the main thing.
Miss Willis, how we gonna handle getting that up?
He's going to talk about the village, and we're going to start praying on it.
Okay,
Okay.
Mr. Willis, we want comments on the village, sir.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, we've been around the village, at least 30 years, I think.
Hey, come on now.
Yeah,
telling our
it's
age,
been a
brother.
long time. Actually, the very first video I ever did included the village.
Very first one.
First one.
That's back when we were doing tape and not digital.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've been working with the village for a long time
Yes, you have.
and enjoyed every moment of it. It's always fun, and it feels like you're at home.
Oh, yeah.
And then the food is real good.
I know you got to talk about that food, Mama. You know we got to talk about that food.
Yeah.
And that chili that you all put together is real good, too, now.
Yeah.
Remember we had that little contest? Man, yeah, hey, I'm still wanting some more of that chili from the M&M people. Hey,
Yeah, I have to do it again for you.
for sure, because, hey, man, I'm telling you, it was great. But
Did
Marvin,
he make that chili? Did his lovely wife make that chili? Now, who made that chili?
Oh.
Yeah?
Ask her. She'll tell
she'll
you.
tell you, no. Now, he put his foot in that now.
Uh-huh.
But Marvin, we say again on behalf of Kibalon Village and what you all mean to us and meant to us over the last 30 years, man, we couldn't have gotten the publicity without what you all did, and them puppets and them dinosaurs and all of that, the rhinoceroses, and oh man, people still talk. My baby, when they thinking about Keys production and all of that, we have to say that we stand on you all's shoulders, and hey, can't be duplicated. And we just say we thank God for you giving us an opportunity and coming in and working with our babies. Now they always talk about the dinosaur. Help me out, but give me that experience.
Well, I can tell you, we're not through.
Uh-uh.
We'll be coming back with a whole lot more. And we're working on some new productions that we want to bring through there.
All right, well, Doc, we appreciate you. We thank you for lifting us up, too.
Are we ready for the?
Pray on.
Yes. Could we get a little intro on that? How do we go from float on to pray on, sir?
Well, like the young lady's gonna say, back in 1977, we was floating on,
Mm-hmm.
and like you know now, we really got to pray on.
Come on now.
So that's how we got to pray on.
Pray on.
Praise the Lord. And my name is Lisa. Now, back in 1977, we were floating on. And since then, Lord knows we've been holding on. But now, it's time to pray on, pray on.
Come on now.
Because there is power in prayer.
Amen.
And I stand before you as a living witness to the power of almighty prayer. Sometimes things in life may go astray. Don't give up, 'cause God will make a way. Just pray to the Father and in your heart believe what you ask of Him, surely you will receive. Take my hand, destinations, the promised land. Just imagine how sweet it will be, sharing eternity. But until then, yes, pray for love, y'all. There's so
Come on
much
now.
power in prayer.
Prayer changes things.
Yes, pray for the
Go ahead, Cofield.
Can't help it.
Be Cofield,
I
bro.
got you. Don't bring me on if I can't be me.
all God's children called by His name. Humble Himself and seek His lovely face. Just cease being wicked and confess all sin. God said He'd forgive and He would heal our land. Take my hand, destinations, the promised land. Just imagine how sweet it will be,
Come on now.
sharing eternity.
She's singing too now. You know that.
Pray on.
Pray on.
Pray on.
Pray on.
There's so much power in prayer.
Pray on.
Pray on.
Yes, pray for the
Prayer changes things. Pray on.
Pray on, y'all.
Pray on. Pray on.
You've got to keep on pressing
I might
on.
think I can sing. Pray on.
Yes, pray for the church.
Pray on. Pray on. That's what we
Now
got to do.
it's time
We
to
got to put the
pray.
work in.
Whatever the trial or tribulation in your life, just take a moment and take it to God in prayer. Pray on.
Pray on. Pray on. Pray on. Pray on.
Oh, you've got to keep on pressing on.
Pray on. Pray on. Come on, y'all. Everybody, we got to pray, but we got to put the work in too now. Pray on. Thank God. We got to pray on. We got to move on too. Hallelujah. Thank you. That's a major theme there.
We got a closeout comment from Mr. Willis.
Oh, well, I'm looking forward to the next 40 years.
Come on now. Come
All right.
on now.
So I'm speaking it into existence.
Come
so
on
let's
now.
get started.
Yeah, come on.
40 more years
40
to go.
more. Well, Marvin, I thank you for these 40 years, and we stand on all of each other's shoulders, because it ain't a me, it's a we.
And trust me, we really enjoyed being part of the village.
Yeah. You know, that's why we love Brother Cofield, because he emphasizes, not me, it's we. And that's
Oh, yeah.
that's who he has always projected it to be, and that's why he's having such a success in terms of celebrating 40 years with 40 more to go.
That's right.
All
That's
right.
right.
All right.
That's a special song you got there,
I
brother.
like that. I like that. Doc.
Thank you.
You got to
Thank
put
you.
that got to be out and played and so on and so forth.
Oh yeah.
Pray
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
Well, hey, thanks again, Marvin. We love you, my brother, and we're gonna continue to pray on.
All right. Love you all.
All right now.
Thank you, sir.
Take
Can we get a
take care
time
now.
check?
2:15 that you called.
Okay, we got callers. Let's get a caller up, please. Yes, caller.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hey,
how
hi.
Who are we speaking with?
This is Maxine Willis.
Oh,
you doing?
okay.
Maxine Willis.
Well,
I'm just excited. I just need the people to know that if they want to feel the love and the energy that's in this studio right now, they certainly want to come to the village. Thursday, come out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and all of the events that the village is having. You just heard a song called Pray On, that we know that prayer changes things. Where the village changes things. All roads lead to the village. So we're just excited about what's happening here in the studio. I just want to say to Impodici Marcus Cofield, you have changed my life. You have helped me change the lives of children. Seeing children that I was started working with in 1990 and see them now remembering those same concepts, that you made it possible for a person like me who had an idea and a dream to make a difference in children and families' lives. And you opened the door to the village to allow me to come in. And I'm just excited to be part of this event this evening, and I'm excited to be a part of the village. And as my husband said, we're looking forward to the next 40 years. And I thank this station for allowing this type of production and program to go forth. So we're just thanking and praising God for this day as we remember the dream of Dr. King.
Right on with the right on.
Right on.
All right. But Brother Kofi, you said that was the Eminem?
Hello.
Yes, it was.
Yes, caller.
Hello. Yes.
Yes, caller.
Hello.
Yes.
Talk to us.
Yeah, I want to hear Marlon Beckett. Beckett new what?
We believe you. Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. How much time we got left? We got 13 minutes left. Phone line is open. 11 minutes left. 868-4336. Because Cofield, we're going to get him to do it one more time. Cofield, Paul, you got some comments? Because we're going to get Brother Cofield to be Cofield, and he's going to give us the whole rundown of the weekend.
Well, you know, I certainly want to give him his due, but I can't help but give you your due as well.
No question.
'Cause X
No
certainly
question.
marks the spot, and you and your lovely wife has opened the door for this opportunity, and I know Brother Cofield appreciates you, but I
no
certainly
question.
know that I do as well. Lawrence, you have shown us down through the years that your commitment to your people, and by any means necessary, as Brother Malcolm said, you have done that, and you continue to do that, and haven't let any affliction or any negativity get in your way. And I love you for it. I thank you for it, and I thank your wife for it. And I just want to make sure I say that one time, two times, 3 or 4 times, because you all are some special people.
Caller?
Hello.
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh, great. This is Barbara Namir. I'd like to pay homage to Cofield.
All right, how you doing?
I'm doing real good. I met you back in 1972.
Wow.
I was training in the Kempo Martial Arts School.
Yes, sir.
And you know the reputation that Kempo has,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes,
But
sir.
I learned about honor in the martial arts from you. I came from Kempo and started training with you guys. Wind up training with Kalinde Ahati Ali and with his brother Jim
Jahi.
the Johnson.
Yep.
We had the school over on Homer and Dexter. I just wanted to say that, and the brother with the kufi on his head, I worked at For My People with you when you were campaigning for Reverend Jesse Jackson was campaigning for the Democratic presidential seat.
All right,
For my people, I mean on the right side of the screen. I'm sorry.
It's Brother Paul
The
Taylor.
brother here with the Black Power hat on. I know him too. And I just want to say, guys, the last thing in the world the oppressor want is for black men to get together, not for violence or for revolution, but for what you guys are doing right now, just to honor each other. Cofield,
Yes, sir.
you the man. You the man.
Now,
You
we
the
want
man.
you to come out, man.
Grandmaster Cofield.
We want you to come out this weekend, man. I hope you can come out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But if you can't, at least pick 2 of those days. Can I get your support?
Well, thank you for taking my call, guys,
Okay.
and I will be out there.
Okay, that's all,
All
I
right.
want to hear. Thank you, my brother. Keep hope alive.
That was a beautiful, dramatic pause, brother. You had us on the edge of our seat.
That was a cliffhanger.
All right. Well, how much time we got left? Because we know how we do it. People like to call in, be the last caller. We got any other callers? We got 8 minutes because we getting ready to unleash Cofield. We're going to let Cofield be Cofield and take us out now. So if you're out there and you want to call in, this is your opportunity. Going once, twice.
Well, I want to say this one more
Come
thing.
on,
and
Paul, come
before
on.
we
We're
turn
going
it
to
over
unleash
to
Cofield now.
We're gonna unleash
We got a
Cofield.
caller?
Got a
Caller, come on. Because we getting ready to unleash Cofield, so you better get on in. You got 30 seconds, caller.
Hey, that's the ordinary Joe just called. He ain't coming, don't you know what it is?
Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Oh,
Come on, Paul.
Go ahead, brother Paul.
Now, I just want to again.
God bless you, caller.
I want to thank again Brother Lawrence X and his lovely wife, and I want to say to Brother Cofield, who also has a lovely wife, who he's already acknowledged, but I want to acknowledge her too, Mama Gail.
Oh, yeah.
She's the backbone and will always be the backbone behind the success of Kibalan Village, and we love her for that. We thank her. She has such a pleasing personality, and it's through her effort and her work, and I know Cofield says it all the time. He knows clearly well that if it was not for her, there could not be and would not be in the Kibalan Village. So again, I want to acknowledge her and the whole Kibalan family.
Oh, no question.
Her sisters and his brothers. It's a family affair, and that is what he has done and what he's doing. And I applaud him and the family for what they're doing.
Brother Paul,
Keeping hope alive.
we like to thank you for that. You know, some of us, we knew if I knew, bruh.
All right.
And we like to acknowledge Sister Ida,
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Sister Ida Taylor, for over the years giving you the opportunity to be who you are.
Without question.
So
Now,
we
let's
wanna
make it
we
plain.
wanna say yes to Sister Ida. How many minutes we got left? 9 minutes? Yep. We won some time. Okay, we got anybody out there, if you got to call in now because we getting ready to unleash Cofield. Cofield is getting ready to be Cofield.
I'm ready.
Now,
Let me go now.
Hey, he's ready now. We getting ready to bring him up. You got 2 minutes if you want to call in.
I'm ready.
All right, going once, twice. Cofield,
Yes, sir.
please.
Well, once again, I want to thank all of you all for giving us opportunity at the Kibalan Village. And I say, once you know your history, your life won't be a mystery. Stand on the shoulders, Brother Paul Taylor, Judge Adam Shakur, Dave Booker, Brother Bernard Parker, just to name a few. And freedom ain't free. I have to say that. But when we're talking about the theme, out of the wilderness to the promised land, the area that we moved in 30-some years ago was desolate. Everybody had taken that old adage, last person out, turn the lights off, if you will. We moved in the neighborhood, and we believed then, as we believe now, that it's up to us to make a fuss. We couldn't wait on anyone else. We don't need permission. Our mission is the one that gives us the energy to say we're going to rebuild this neighborhood, one brick, one building, one block at a time. Now, over the last 3 to 4 years, there have been a lot of businesses and factories and organizations that have come back to that area, and we now know within the next 2 to 3 years, there's going to be close to 2,000 to 3,000 job opportunities over $2 or $3 billion that's going to be built and put in that neighborhood, what they call the I-94 corridor over there where we have weathered the storm. And we're not leaving. We believe then that this is our land, and it was promised to us through work. So when folks say, you just using that and it's biblical, I have no problem saying, hey, the more things change, the more they stay the same. We believe then, as we believe now, that's our neighborhood, that's our community. So anyone who's coming in, we want them in, but they got to understand there's a principle. The Nguzo Saba, you got to come in, and regardless of what your race, your national ethics, whatever, we need you to understand that you got to do the Kibalan way. So the Kibalan way is each one give one, each one teach one, each one reach one. And the mental, moral, and martial, we're talking about educating from an African-centered point of view. African-centered education is the thread that ties all people together. It's inclusive, but we're not changing. We're going to say the Nguzo Saba no matter who comes in. We're going to stand on our principles. So as we get ready for this week, 4 days, starting Thursday from 5 to 7, having heaven right on earth. We're starting with our community, open doors, open community. Anyone and everyone will come out. We're going to have some food, fun, and refreshments. We're going to have our young people perform. We're going to have the Kibalan Village. The folks who helped some 30 years ago, they're coming back. We call them the Kibalan Village alumni, African dancers and drummers and praise dancing, because we have much to be praised and worship. And that Friday, we're going to throw down, we're going to do the ballroom, we're going to hustle, and we want you to hustle. That ticket's only $40, and guess what? I got one left in my pocket. One left, and I might let you buy that one, but if you miss, then you got to pay $50 at the door. But we need you to come out. That's going to be at Northwest Activities Center, because a lot of activity is going to be going on this weekend. Then Saturday from 8 o'clock in a.m. to 6 p.m., we're going to fight the power. We have what we call the Motor City Nationals, Children Championship. The babies, I mean, Brother X said you go to the village, you don't know who might kick you. You might have a baby kick you in the kneecap. So we're saying come out and watch our babies. It's going to be at Northwest Activity Center. Competition fee is $40. Then after the tournament, we're going to have a youth explosion. The children will come back to the village from 6 to 9. It's going to be their time to do their thing. Then Sunday morning, worship, we're saying spiritual celebration at the Impact Church on Amdale and Dickinson under the leadership, the pastorship of Keenan Knox, who is my pastor. We want you all to come out, and the theme, the sermon is 40 acres. We're talking about 40 years. We're talking about out of the wilderness to the promised land. Then we're going to have the VIP. Everybody's important. So if you bring that $100, you get a chance to be with us that whole weekend. We're going to celebrate our leaders, Brother Marvin Beatty, the chief of Wayne County.
You want to take this last phone call?
I got you. Who it is? Who is this? Who say who that when I say who that? Who is this?
Who say who that when I say who that? It's Ordinary Joe, Barbara Namir. I'm calling back because of the gentleman that called behind me. I don't understand this guy.
Don't worry about it, brother. Don't worry about it, brother. We got to go. Thank you. God bless you.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. But once again, as I come to close, we're going to have our concert. We're going to have our concert from 7 to 9. We're going to have our babies perform, and we're going to have a miracle. We're going to have the Miracles, Detroit's Miracles, feature Mark Scott. Second that emotion, I want you to come on out there. Tears of a Clown. We're going to do the go-go. Y'all don't know nothing about that music.
Going to a...
What? A go-go?
Going to a go-go?
Come on out, you all.
Tracks of my tears.
Tracks of my tears. Come on, Paul. You telling my age, Paul.
Get well, Henry Tyler.
We love you, my brother.
And we thank you, too.
Thank you all.
RJ Jr., you the best, man. Bump us out of here.
Bump us out. Ain't no stopping us now.